I grew up living in small farming villages in the Midwest, in places that people didn't go to college. Once I came to Stanford as a PhD student and then had the opportunity to stay as a faculty member, I just couldn't leave.
I knew from an early age that I wanted to continue learning throughout my career, and so being a professor seemed like a natural fit for that purpose.
Prior to joining the GSB, I had a corporate career and I did corporate leadership development. And one of the things that really gets me excited is understanding the potential for leaders. And what really drives me to teach is being part of that journey.
One thing that I love about the GSB is that we as faculty and as instructors get to cater the course content and course material to the students and the way that we feel the students learn the best.
In the elective course that I teach in corporate financial modeling, we teach the students the tools that they will need in practice to analyze business transactions. We do it by putting the students in the actual situations they'll face.
So when I teach, I use a mix of lecturing and case-based teachings. I teach strategy topics, and cases are really great ways of illustrating how companies have succeeded. And a lot of what strategy is about is helping people deal with kind of the messy complexity of the real world and try to make sense of it and get to the kind of the analytical core of why an organization has succeeded and failed.
At Stanford, we bring new science, new understanding immediately into the classroom. So the example of anti-racism through standardized operating processes in education and policing, I learned about that because of the research of another Stanford University faculty member.
In order to be effective, it's really important for us to know how we're impacting others. So we provide a method in which it's a combination of lecture, experiential learning, small group activities, and real deep EQ work to really help students focus on knowing themselves better and knowing the impact on others.
They really get to blend the best of Anne's competencies and skill sets as somebody who's really great at understanding accounting, finance, and unit economics and the things that run a business with my experiences as a practitioner, as an investor, as a former CEO. And so they really see what it's like when you're applying it in a commercial setting. I get to collaborate with the greatest co-teachers on the planet. The men and women sitting in front of us come from all over the world. We get to develop new content all the time, so we get to learn as well.
Just this morning we exchanged 5 emails, and the outcome was that we have to adjust the length of one arrow on one of the slides just a tiny bit longer to make it clearer.
But it was clearer.
It was clearer.
It was better.
It was better for it.
When students reach out to me after they've graduated and say, I was sitting in a meeting and today I brought up something that I learned in your class and oh my goodness, it made a difference, that is so impactful. And I keep every one of those emails because it just reminds me what's at stake and why it's so important to take teaching extremely seriously.
We see students that maybe we've had in the past and they come back and you see them achieve their goals and you see them achieve their aspirations. I think those are the moments that I'm the most proud.